What's up, guys? I'm RavageDragon and welcome to Ravage Reacts episode 14. Alright, here we go. We're here with Slap Tab. And this video is called Scariest Ghost Children Sightings Caught on Camera. Alright, so I hope you guys are ready. I hope you guys ravage that like button, ravage that subscribe button, and hit that notification bell for Slapped Ham. Also do it for my channel. I want to reach these numbers and subscriptions so that way I can get that YouTube plaque. I want to get that YouTube plaque, guys, and I can only get that plaque unless you guys help me. Alright, so hope you guys like it. Hit that like button, and also put your seatbelts on, grab your snacks, and let's get to the video.
How you doing? I'm Callan and
Let's
this is
go!
Slap Ham. Today we're looking at some ghost sightings that are starting to freak the internet out. But as always, before we dive into these fascinating stories, remember to hit that subscribe button for more scary content just like this.
Alright, let's go, Colin. Just like this.
Some creepy ghosts appear to enjoy watching carefree moments that friends spend together outdoors. At least that's what they were doing when this chilling video was captured by YouTuber Demi2009ization.
Oh.
They were using a phone camera to record while two of their friends were playing catch on the lawn of the school campus one afternoon. There was nothing unusual about the day at first, just a few friends having a lazy afternoon in the sun.
Okay.
Then one of them noticed something unusual out the corner of their eye.
¿Qué tuviste?
They turned the camera and zoomed in to get a better look. Sure enough, someone or something was watching them from a high window in one of the nearby buildings.
That is creepy.
Oh my days, that was creepy.
The figure watching was ghostly pale and stared at the group with a menacing expression. The group of friends were disturbed by the sighting and asked the building manager to let them inside so they could confront whoever was staring at them. However, when they arrived at the room where they would have been, it was empty and had clearly been out of use for a long time. The walls were covered in graffiti and the whole room had a creepy, empty feel.
Whoever was there left. Obviously.
The group looked around the building for someone resembling the figure they saw in the window, but were unable to locate them, leaving them perplexed. Is it possible that their mysterious watcher was actually a ghost?
No. I mean, granted, it looked pale. Honestly, it looked pale, but no, it wasn't a ghost. Due to the fact that, look how much time it took for them to get up there. By the time they got up there, he was already gone. Most likely he was a squatter. He was staying in that building. He heard noises and was like, nobody's supposed to be around here. Looked, saw them. Most likely he saw that they saw him, and he broke out. Se fue pa' fuera. Basically. But yeah. What do you guys think about that? Leave it in the comments below. Let's get to the next one.
Posted by Reddit user Project Mindless, this photo seems to suggest that something eerie happened when this picture was taken. Taken at a family gathering, we see 6 people all smiling happily at the camera.
Somebody's nephew.
However, if you look closely, it would seem a spirit has attempted to join them. With all the happy faces, it seems as though none of them had any idea this dark shadowy figure lingered behind them while capturing the photo. Directly behind the poster himself is a small dark figure, heavily shadowed.
That's not what? Come on, Colin. Seriously? I mean, I understand this video is like 2 years old, but a dark shadowy figure? That's a little kid. You can tell that's a little kid. Look at the hair. Look at the eyes. It looks like one of the kids from they were watching just snuck downstairs and got in the picture. If you zoom in
for a closer inspection, you get a better idea of what this shadow truly is. You can see a small childlike figure directly behind the group.
It's not a figure.
Reminded of the child from The Grudge, the poster and his family were seriously creeped out upon reviewing the photo. They say they have no idea who the boy could be or why he was there. With no other potential explanation for the face behind them, the group seems to believe that a ghost chose their family's gathering to visit that day.
No. No. Somebody's kid ended up getting caught in the picture and he wasn't supposed to be there. That's as simple as that. You know, I don't know who told him that, but yeah, that's a child. That's a child who was like wondering what was going on. He was like, "Huh?" And they went, "Yeah." That's basically what it is. I mean, do you guys think it's a ghost child? I'm interested to hear your thoughts on that. Okie dokie, next video. Let's go.
Mike Roswalker was home alone with his wife and son Ethan when this next photo was taken. At least he thought he was. As most parents do, Mike decided to snap a photo as he was playing with his son to capture a bit of that innocent fun.
Okay.
However, when he looked at the photo, he was shocked to see not one child, but
Hey,
two.
yo.
Next to Ethan appears the face and shoulder of another child.
Another
he was
child?
absolutely certain there was no one else present, so where could this second child in the picture have come from? One possibility is that Ethan moved while the picture was being taken, causing the resulting photo to blur.
That's what it was.
However, upon careful comparison of the two children, this explanation doesn't seem likely. First of all, Ethan is wearing a bright red Santa hat that doesn't appear on the ghost child.
Which doesn't look like that bright red Santa hat was actually on his head. It looks placed. Look, it's hovering. It's hovering on his head. It's the same kid.
In addition, the ghost child's bare shoulder is visible, but Ethan is wearing a bright blue shirt. For that matter, where is the rest of the ghost child's body? There's also inconsistencies in the shapes of the hairlines, chins, eyes, and mouths that make it impossible that the second child in the photograph could simply be a blurry version of Ethan.
Okay.
If this is the case, then who is the ghostly child in this photo? And what was he doing standing so close to Mike's son?
It was edited. That photo was edited. You can tell it's edited because you can see right underneath the kid's armpit the torso of the body of the kid, and it looks like it was placed in the background. This took real good editing to do that. And the kid looks like Dewey from Malcolm in the Middle. The the blur. It looks like Dewey from Malcolm in the Middle. Yeah, it looks like it was. It feels like that the kid that says that is his son was placed on that background. He wasn't actually in that photo. It was placed with a green screen in the background, and they had this character in it in the original video, and then they placed him on it, and then it looks like he's coming from behind them. That's what it looks like to me anyway. What do you guys think about that?
When Michelle Midwinter bought her new home in Trowbridge, Wiltshire, the deed didn't say anything about the property coming with creepy ghosts. She didn't find out about that unfortunate part of the deal until she proudly snapped a photo of her new home and shared it on Facebook so her friends could share in her excitement. After she posted the photo, she went back to look at it some more, wanting to admire the beautiful brickwork on the outside of the house. It was then that she noticed a face looking out from the upstairs window.
That's not a kid.
She knew no one was home at the time except for her and her 2-year-old daughter. This was enough to convince her that her new home was haunted.
Grandpa! That looked like a grandpa. This ain't my house! It looked like an accident. Like he accidentally went into the wrong house. I was like, who is that lady taking pictures in front of my house?
There have been a few unusual occurrences in the house since she and her daughter moved in, such as a clock flying off the wall inexplicably when no one was around. Andrew Jones, a local historian, believes he might know the identity of the ghost caught peering out of Michelle Midwinter's window. He claims that the ghostly face in the photo bears a striking resemblance to Samuel Kent, a factory inspector who once lived and
Almost
worked in
looks
the
like him.
area. He was the father of Constance Kent, infamous for brutally murdering her 3-year-old brother in 1860 when she was only 16.
Oh.
Could the sorrow and heartache that he experienced in life have caused Samuel Kent to linger on Earth after death?
It looks like somebody's grandpa went to the wrong house.
This photo was taken by a young boy who woke up in the middle of the night and thought his sister was playing a prank on him.
That is
He
creepy
soon
as hell.
realized that it wasn't his sister who was staring at him through the door as she was still upstairs sleeping. The girl's skin is pale and she has a lifeless look on her face. She also appears to be wearing a long dress that would look more at home in the 1800s.
Looks
When
like
the
a
boy
doll.
screamed, the eerie figure was said to have disappeared from the hallway.
I'm telling you right now, if me personally, if I was like sleeping and I woke up and I'm like, yo, who is that? And realized it wasn't anybody I know, and then it's like transparent, I would, oh my god. I would, oh boy. Oh, you don't know. Then I'll be a little frantic, like, who the hell? What the hell? But now as an adult, now at my age, it's like, oh, that's creepy. Who was that? Do we know anybody that looked like that? It's weird. What do you guys would feel about that? How would you react if you was to see something like that in the middle of the night? Just waking up and yeah. Put it in the comments below. Let me know.
In recent years, there's been a spate of photos captured on trail cams that show children seemingly alone in the wilderness late at night. Several viewers have attempted to explain these mysterious sightings by suggesting that they might actually be black-eyed children. In
How would you
2013,
tell?
a camera placed on a deer trail in North Carolina captured this image of a ghost-like girl running through the woods.
That don't
She's
even look
pale
real.
and appears to have very long, thin arms. The figure's face is blurry, however, making it difficult to see her eyes. This series of 3 photos
look
first
real.
appeared on Reddit in 2013, supposedly taken by user NoDog11's friend's cousin's trail camera. The images show a young child approaching a deer from the thicket. While many have been quick to dismiss these photos as hoaxes, experts have noted that they don't appear to have been manipulated in any way. The reaction of the deer also lends weight to their authenticity, as it looks genuinely frightened when it spots the approaching figure. Exponents of the photos have noted that the timestamp indicates that they were taken a little after 4 o'clock in the morning. Moreover, the child looks quite young, somewhere between the ages of 5 and 10. This begs the obvious question: why would such a young child be wandering the woods all alone at 4 AM? Could it be possible then that this camera has actually captured photographic evidence of a black-eyed child?
No.
This now famous photo of a young girl standing beside 2 deer caused quite a stir when it first appeared online. She looks as though she's dressed for bed and appears to be carrying something under her arm, possibly a blanket or stuffed animal. The startled way the buck is staring at the camera further adds to the uneasy feeling that this image evokes. Several viewers have pointed out that while it's difficult to tell, the young girl's eyes might actually be black, and could be reflecting the camera flash the same way the deer's eyes are.
No.
What do you think? Why are there so many trail camera photos of children all alone in the woods? Could they be ghosts like some have suggested,
No.
or are they just a series of well-planned hoaxes?
No.
Or is there actually weight to the idea that these photos prove that strange
That's
black-eyed
fake.
children are roaming the woods late at night?
Here's something that Colin didn't put to also. There are a number of missing children. There's a lot of them. If you check out Mr. Ballin's 411, oh well, it's not Mr. Ballin's, but there's a book called 411, and there's a massive amount of missing children. Those could be the kids that've been missing, and they're lost in the woods somehow. They somehow got in the woods. Their kidnappers probably died and ended up leaving them in the woods or something. Who knows? But those could be kids that have been missing for a while. That's something to look into. It's not a hoax or anything. That first picture with the elongated arms and the blurred face, that's fake. That's a fake picture. But the other ones, those are actual children. They're lost in the woods. I would suggest that y'all look up missing children posters and whatnot and figure out if those are actually missing children. That's my first thing that I would have done, me personally. But yeah, um, yeah. What do you guys think about that? You think they're ghost kids? And then you just let me know in the comments. I want to know. I want to know what do you think, and give me some reasons why you think that way. It would be interesting. I want to see what you guys think about it. All right, on to the next one.
This disturbing photo is said to have been taken by a photographer at Disneyland, who was tasked with posting pictures and video of the Haunted Mansion ride online. The attraction seemed to be working as normal, and at first the photographer thought that the only ghosts they had caught on camera were those designed by Disney's light and animatronics experts. However, when the photographer was reviewing their photos sometime later, they noticed what appeared to be the ghostly face of a little boy peering back at them from one of the doom buggies.
It's ghostly?
The photographer claims that they never saw a little boy of that age on the ride, nor was there anyone near them when they were waiting to board the attraction. What makes this photo even spookier is that back in 1994, a woman supposedly approached the Disney company with a very strange request. She asked if she could spread her deceased 7-year-old son's ashes in the Haunted Mansion, as it was his favourite ride. Apparently, it's not an uncommon occurrence for Disney employees to catch people attempting to empty the ashes of loved ones in the park. After all, it is the happiest place on Earth. Not surprisingly, Disney refused the request but agreed to allow the family some extra time on the ride to hold a memorial in the boy's honour. However, during the ride, Disney employees noticed that the family appeared to be throwing something from the side of one of the doom buggies. Assuming it was the boy's ashes, employees quickly shut the ride down and performed a thorough clean of the attraction. Ever since then, guest and cast members have reported strange happenings within the Haunted Mansion. One guest even recalled seeing a small boy running around inside the mansion's ballroom. However, when staff searched the attraction, they were unable to locate anyone. It's said that the most common place to see the boy is at the ride's exit. Several guests have reported offering help to a sobbing child, only to have him suddenly vanish from sight. Could it be possible that the photographer has actually captured proof of the ghost said to wander the Haunted Mansion? Or is it more likely that this creepy tale is little more than a very spooky urban legend?
Now, my eyes would say that that's an actual kid, but all in all, it's too solid to be a ghost. But that's just my perspective. You know, it could still be a ghost for all I know. You know, what do you guys think about this? This is creepy. This is actually giving me like, it's making my nerves jump. There you go. That's what it is. It's making my nerves a little jumpy with this one, especially with the backstory. So I'll leave this one up to you guys, cause me honestly, it could be legit, but for me, it's like if it's a ghost, it wouldn't be that solid in a picture, and also the picture looks very low quality, like a potato 99. Like, seriously.
In 2004,
that is
a boy
creepy
took this
back
photo
there
of
in
his
the
family out the
door.
front of their home on a bright summer's day. At first, no one noticed anything unusual about the picture, and it wasn't until sometime later, when the family were thumbing through an old family album, that they realized there was another figure present in the picture. If you take a closer look at the glass oval in the center of the front door, you can clearly see what appears to be a young
woman.
girl dressed in white staring out at the family.
Young girl.
The family claimed there was no one else in the house at the time the photo was taken, and that the house itself was only 4 years old. They had purchased it just 6 months after it was built, and had never heard of a little girl ever living there. They were completely baffled by the image. The figure has a pale, featureless face and looks strangely out of place, dressed in a long, flowing gown on a hot summer's day. Some who have seen the picture believe that the little girl may be a spirit that is somehow attached to the house, while others have suggested that it could be a long-lost deceased relation of the family. What do you think it could be? Love to hear your opinion in the comments section below.
One thing, that is not a little girl. That's a woman. Number two, that's not a flowing gown. That's a how you call it? We call it la bata, una bata. It's like a nightgown that the women sleep in. Um, that's what it looks like. It looks like a woman who looks about 50 years old, and she's standing in front of the door, wondering who the hell is these people sitting on their porch. That's what it looks like to me. I don't know where he got a little girl from, because as you can see, if this dude stands, he's gonna pass where her head is slightly if he was standing on that porch. If that was a little girl, her head will be near that doorknob. All right, that's me observing the picture. Yeah, so that is not no little girl, that is a woman. And that looks like a older woman wearing that nightgown. But yeah, what do you guys think about that? Cause you know, it sometimes the details is like what? But yeah. All right, so on to the next one, I guess. Let's go. What you got for me?
This photo, sent to us
Oh
by
my
Andrew
God,
on
that
Facebook,
is so
appears
creepy.
to show a ghostly figure with a
What
gaunt,
the-
skeletal face.
That is not a
photobombing group of
ghostly
children.
figure.
Present in the photo is Andrew's partner David, who, after suffering an illness, became quite nostalgic and began looking through old photos from his childhood. It was taken on a school trip in the early 90s outside an air raid shelter at a popular war museum in northern England.
Oh.
The eerie figure in the photo went undetected for years until Andrew used an app to enhance the light.
Oh my
David
God.
insists that he was standing at the very back of the group and that there was no other member unaccounted for. To this day, the photo freaks David out so much that he won't even look at it. Could it be possible that this photo actually shows the ghost of someone who died at this very air raid shelter?
That does not look like a
Let
ghost.
us know who or what you think the mysterious figure might be in the comments section below.
That looks like somebody's body. That does not look like a ghost. Some people's body decomposes and it's like some skin. It looks like that. That is creepy as hell. And I don't understand how that was in the dark without nobody noticing that. That would give me a heart attack. Oh my God, that is so creepy. Oh man. I would probably ran past everybody there if I was to saw that, and if I felt it, like if it was to touch my shoulder. Oh my God, I would so freak out. Ugh. What do you guys would do if that was like right behind y'all and whatnot, just sitting there like? Cause that's what it looks like. It looks like it's placed there like that. And they just happened to be around it like that without realizing it was there. Because he put a light thing on it. So people wouldn't have known that that was there. But yeah, oh my God. That is creepy as hell. Sheesh. No way, dude.
Franco TV
Oh,
is
this
a
guy.
YouTuber who explores old abandoned buildings
Yeah,
and
I've seen
locations
this
that
guy.
are thought to be haunted.
He is
In
unsafe,
February
dude.
2019, he released this video in which he's exploring the Evergreen Cemetery in Jacksonville, Florida.
Of course he is.
The video begins as Franco TV is filming several eerie crypts
That crypt looks like a face. What the hell? Who designed it like that?
find along one of the cemetery's
What
pathways.
the hell?
Suddenly, he hears a faint screeching noise, shortly followed by a dull moaning sound.
Of course.
Something big. I actually saw this on Google Maps when I was seeing this place.
Huh?
After he's unable to see where the sounds were coming from, Franco TV makes his way towards a large mausoleum somewhere in the center of the cemetery. Realizing that it has no door, he decides to go inside.
Why?
He notices that one of the small compartments that lines the walls appears to have been kicked in.
It's not a
Suddenly,
compartment.
he hears
It's a
knocking
crypt.
sound that sounds as if it's coming from inside the tomb. He calls out, "Is there someone there?" But no one answers.
I've seen this before.
Is there someone there?
As he pans around the room, the camera inadvertently captures a mysterious mist rising into the air, which is shortly followed by more knocking.
Oh my god.
Spooked, Franco TV decides to leave the mausoleum and continue his exploration of the cemetery. It's now dark outside and he needs to use a flashlight to see where he's going. He makes his way along another path lined with even more graves.
Where that
the
other light
reflection
come
of the
from?
flashlight
Oh.
against the headstones creates an eerie experience as he continues his search. Suddenly, he hears crying coming from up ahead, followed by the chilling sound of a children's music box.
Oh my god.
I'm out.
Hesitantly, he searches for the source of the eerie sounds. Unable to locate them, Franco TV heads back towards the cemetery's entrance. On the way, he approaches the mausoleum and decides to take one final look. As he shines the flashlight towards the entrance, there appears to be a creepy face peeking out from around the corner. The face slowly retracts as he continues closer. Franco TV calls out, but there's no answer. He shines his light inside the mausoleum, however, there's nothing there. If you zoom in on the footage, you can see that the face appears to be pale and withered like the face of an old man. Suddenly, the music box begins to play once again. Franco TV runs back to his car and heads for the exit. He drives around for several minutes before realizing that he's actually locked inside
in.
the cemetery.
Yeah, I've seen
Having
this.
no other choice, he phones the caretaker, who eventually sends someone down to open the gates. While Franco TV spends much of his time exploring creepy places, I'm sure that this was one haunted cemetery he couldn't wait to leave.
It's like a black thing.
I can explain how that was faked. Now, I don't know if it was faked, but I can explain how it could have been faked. So, that creepy figure that stuck its head out. You know, I hate the peekaboo thing. I'm gonna make it apparent. I hate the peekaboo thing, and once I see that, I automatically know that your video is fake. I am sorry, but that's how it is. All right. So when he saw that there was a crypt somewhat open, like the face of the crypt is kicked in, that person stuck his head out and then he hid in the crypt so that way when he looks inside, you can't see the person. That was simple. Right there, boom. He probably has somebody he knows messing around with the toy box. You can do that. Not to mention, it is 100% clear. There is no way that music box will be that clear while it's dark outside and it's raining. Because it was raining. You could tell it was raining. It was raining. It was light rain. So that thing was crystal clear. Like if it was playing on a phone. So that's how it could have been fake. Is it fake? I don't know. I can't tell you for sure. But yeah, that's how it. What do you guys think about that? Because I do find cemeteries extremely creepy. So, you know, I don't think everything that happens in a cemetery is fake. No. There's a lot of creepy things that happen in cemeteries. But this one in particular, it could have been faked. What do you guys think about that? Let me know in the comments.
In 2017, a group of women on a hen's party captured these two photos at a remote estate in Scotland.
I don't see anything.
When the images were posted to Reddit, they immediately caused a stir.
bush?
In the
In the
second
tree?
picture,
Oh,
which was taken
what
just
the
moments
hell?
after the first, you can clearly see a small boy on the
Where did
left-hand
that kid
side
come from?
staring at the group from behind the chopped logs. After the group looked at the images, they were supposedly so frightened by what they saw that they left the area immediately.
Yeah, I would have too.
Several of the girls did some investigating and discovered that a young boy had died while staying at the nearby Coilette Hotel with his mother.
Wow.
He was said to have drowned after sleepwalking into the murky waters of the lake.
Oh, damn.
According to the owners of the hotel, the boy's presence can still be felt in room 4, and
But-
guests have reported belongings going missing and being moved. Some even claim to have seen mysterious wet footprints on the floor as the boy searches the hallways for his mother. Since the child's tragic drowning, he's become known to locals as the Blue Boy, because that's the colour his skin was by the time they eventually pulled him out of the lake.
Mm. I guess he might have misspoke, because it sounded like he said that both the boy and the mother died. Not just the boy, but that kind of sucks. May he rest in peace. En el nombre de Padre, el Hijo, and Espíritu Santo. Amen. There you go. But that looked like that did not look like the blue boy. That looked like a kid that was wandering around and saw them and was in the picture. That's what it looked like. But what do you guys think about that? Still looks creepy though. I'm not gonna lie. That looks creepy as hell. Alright, on to the next one.
While sightings of mysterious black-eyed children date as far back as the 1950s,
Of course.
they've recently become more frequent. In
Apparently.
September 2014, British newspaper The Daily Star ran 3 front-page stories on alleged sightings of children with black eyes,
Alleged.
supposedly connected to the sale of a pub in Cannock Chase, UK.
That's not a black-eyed
Thought
child.
by some to be the most haunted pub in Britain, the Four Crosses Inn was listed on the market for a bargain price. However, no one seemed interested in purchasing it. Paranormal expert Chris Arnold said, "We've experienced so much there, but a piano playing by itself on command was the most dramatic." A former staff member who was tasked with opening the pub one day claimed that she was left terrified after discovering 2 neatly placed roses on a seat in the ladies' toilets.
Yo.
As she turned to exit the room, a large candelabrum had somehow moved and was now blocking her escape. While no one is certain what's causing these mysterious events, several patrons claim to have seen a young girl dressed in tattered clothing with black eyes in the downstairs bar. When the young girl is spotted, she is said to disappear through the wall. Recently, Cannock Chase has been home to many sightings of black-eyed children. Perhaps the
That's
most
creepy
famous
as
of
hell.
which was made by a woman who claimed to have heard the screams of a young child coming from the forest while out hiking with her daughter. The pair quickly ran towards the screams. As they stopped to catch their breath, the woman turned to see a young girl standing behind them. The girl was completely still and had her hands covering her eyes. When the woman asked if the little girl was alright, she didn't say a word. She just slowly lowered her arms, revealing coal black eyes. No iris, no white, nothing. Terrified, the woman grabbed her daughter. She then turned to face the black-eyed girl once more, but she had completely vanished. In the late 1960s, Cannock Chase became famous as the site of a series of grisly murders. The remains of 3 young girls were found buried in the woodland after going missing in the area. Many believe that the black-eyed girl of Cannock Chase is actually the restless spirit of one of those girls.
Okay.
In 2015, YouTuber Furious Otter uploaded this creepy footage, thought by many to show proof of the black-eyed girl's existence. As the drone flies above a wooded area in Cannock Chase, the camera spots a figure moving among the dense thicket. The drone heads in for a closer look and reveals what appears to be a young girl in a long white dress. As is often the case with sightings of black-eyed children, it's difficult to prove that the footage is genuine, and skeptics note that videos like these could quite easily be faked. Despite these claims, many believers still regard this video as proof that a young girl with black eyes does indeed roam the woodlands of Cannock Chase.
Or it could be a woman with mental illness that just stays in the woods. It can happen. That's something that has happened, but a lot of people don't address it, or probably don't even know that that's actually happening. Um, Seems like a ghost, but with those kind of woods, when you saw those trees and whatnot, it's easy to lose sight of somebody. They could go to any direction and you wouldn't even be able to see them, especially when you're panicked. But what do you guys think? This is this woman a black-eyed child or whatever? That drone video looked fake. Looked like somebody was just in there and they know where the drone was and whatnot. Yeah, that's what it looked like. But besides that, what do you guys think about that? It's creepy though, isn't it?
When a young woman took a series of photos of her son, she was shocked to discover she had captured something more.
A dog?
Over the boy's right shoulder, you can clearly see a dark figure walking across the carpet. The figure is about the size of the boy, and if you look closely, you can make out legs, which even cast a shadow across the floor. The apparition has no distinguishable facial features, and you can see the sofa straight through it. When the image first appeared online, skeptics suggested that the ghostly figure could be simply another child that had been blurred by the camera's slow shutter speed.
Could
The
be.
woman said it wasn't possible, however, as there was no one else in the house at the time the photos were taken.
Obviously.
What do you think this photo was captured? Has the young mother actually photographed a ghost child walking around her living room?
Or a dog. Those feet look like a dog's feet.
Elaine McMonigal and her 3 children once lived in an apartment in Alexandria, Scotland. During their time there, they experienced occasional paranormal events. The experiences were mostly harmless. Lights would turn on and off, and their belongings would turn up in places other than where they had left them. Every once in a while, they would see shadows moving across one of the glass doors that made them think that creepy ghosts were walking on the other side. Elaine's daughter Hayley claimed that a little boy would come into her room and jump on her bed with her, but Elaine assumed she was just a little girl with an overactive imagination. Elaine is no stranger to the paranormal either. When she was a child living with her mother and grandparents, she felt as if creepy ghosts were living among them. She would often feel mysterious hands brushing her hair or hear breathing in an empty room. She even talked about long dead people she had never met. It seems she may have passed down her sensitivity for the paranormal to her daughter. After the family moved, Elaine was feeling nostalgic for the old apartment. She decided to use Google Street View to look at photos of their old home. As she perused the images, she noticed something shocking: the face of a ghostly little boy peering out from one of the windows.
Okay.
Could this be the very child that young Hayley used to play with in her bedroom? Elaine doesn't know for sure, but after seeing evidence of the ghost in the Google photos, she may be less likely to dismiss her daughter's stories about invisible playmates.
The creepy thing about that is that us kids have experienced weird things, but things that our brains can't comprehend at that time because our brains are still developing. It could be anything. Hell, we could be seeing another dimension, a being from another dimension. People who we think are children, but maybe malicious creatures or something. Hell, it could be people that we see from another dimension, alternate universe for all we know. Um, it's a possibility. Doesn't mean it's 100% true. No, it's not 100% true. But as children, we see things that we can't comprehend. And that's the creepy part about it. Because I'm pretty sure a lot of you guys have had creepy things happen when you were kids. I've had also. I'll save that for another time. But, yeah. What do you guys have to say about that. You guys have stories? You can share them in the comments. Let's go. All right, next video.
Wisps of ghosts and suggestions of spirits can send the mind into overdrive, but there's something about corporeal spirits that is utterly shocking. Some paranormal enthusiasts say you have to be fast to capture a spirit. They tend to be there 1 second and gone the next. Most people who capture these eerie photos will swear no one else was in the room with them. Yet, things are very different when it comes to a corporeal being. In Lisa Venezia's case, the phenomenon occurred in a photo taken at her cousin's Sweet 16 party in Brick, New Jersey. If you look closely, there's a little girl hiding in the darkness in the corner.
The hell?
Lisa asserts that no one involved in the photo had any idea who the little girl hiding behind the rack of coats in the corner could have been. Nearly shrouded in darkness, the girl is nevertheless fairly easy to make out. Rather than a shadow or a simple reflection, it seems quite clear that the girl truly was present in the corner. In this case, the corporeal being is nothing short of mystifying. Upon looking back at the photo, Lisa says, "It's just a freaky image that nobody can explain." The girl's identity is unknown among the guests. It leaves us to question if the ghost may have been some unknown family member or a previous resident of that home.
No.
However, her identity will likely always remain a mystery.
I bet you it was one of the friends, sister or cousin that they're supposed to be taking care of, and the person who took the picture forgot about it. People tend to forget things when it's insignificant, and they won't remember a person or a situation when it's not important. So when they look at the picture, they're like, "Oh my God, who the hell is that?" Because they never ran into that person ever again. So they will most likely 100% forget. It has happened many times before. Even Colin said that the girl looks real, like a real girl back there, but we don't know. They don't have enough information. So yeah, I bet you it was one of their cousins or something that they were supposed to be taking care of her, and she ended up in the picture, and the person who took the picture forgot that she was even there. You don't even know who the hell she is. Can happen. Has happened. What do you guys think about that?
In 2013, a woman by the name of Luann Sakuro claimed that she had experienced many strange things while living in her Ravenna, Ohio residence.
Okay.
Sakuro, who had lived in the house for more than 20 years, said that she had heard the mysterious voice of a child and believed that the ghost of a young girl was roaming her hallways at nighttime.
That's creepy.
She'd even heard strange noises coming from her closets and doorknobs jiggling. This photo was taken by her son some years earlier, and it appears to show a ghostly, childlike face peering out of one of the living room windows.
That looks like a doll.
After seeing this photo, Sakuro said, "I feel that this image is a very good photo of something paranormal caught on camera.
Oh my God, that looks like a doll.
Very disturbing photo. It appears to be an image of a child. I believe the image in the photograph shows what's in our home." Is this photo evidence that Luann Sakuro's house is actually haunted by a ghost of a little girl?
That looks like a doll.
What do you think this photo was captured? Let us know in the comments section below.
A deformed doll. That's what it looks like.
The story behind this photo is as sad as it is disturbing. The photo has been retold over the years as the tale of the ghost that screamed, and 30 years later, it's still causing a stir. The origin of this story dates back to a 1984 car accident involving 4 teenagers. The exact circumstances leading to the crash are unknown. However, some have blamed the winding roads. Regardless of the cause, the teens lost control of their vehicle that night. They hit a curb and crashed into nearby trees. As fate would have it, 3 of the 4 teens survived the crash. It proved fatal for the boy in the front passenger seat. At just 16 years old, the teen boy tragically lost his life.
Oh, that sucks.
What followed was a routine police inspection complete with photos capturing the scene of the accident. Not having witnessed anything abnormal at the time, the police officer sent the photos off to be developed. However, what the police department found in those photos was distressing. The first signs of supernatural interference were floating red and yellow dots visible in many of the photos. However, they wouldn't go on to raise any red flags on their own. But one of the photos in question would haunt those who saw it for the rest of their lives.
That's a creepy...
The photo seems to have captured the boy's spirit yelling in agony.
No. That looks animated. That looks like a animated version of the Sherlock Holmes. Like, ugh, you can see the nose, the eyes, the oh my god, that's a caricature. Oh man, that doesn't even look like it matches what's going on there. That was placed there. Oh boy.
There's a disturbed face visible and clear. Some even believe you can see the outline of a brown Labrador. Some say it's the very same dog that belonged to the boy recently deceased. Skeptics involved had to admit it seemed the photos captured two unique spirits. There's the boy himself in agony after the accident, and the boy's pet there to guide his soul.
No.
This photo was taken by a couple whose cat kept hissing at the patio door.
Oh.
Every time they got up to inspect, there didn't seem to be anything there. They decided to take a photo to see if they could catch whatever it was the cat was hissing at. When they uploaded the image to their computer, they couldn't believe what they had captured. In the photo, there appears to be a little girl staring into the house. She is pale and vapor-like and looks to be wearing some sort of period dress. The cat looks as though it can clearly see the ghostly figure as it arches its back, hissing at the window. Many believe that animals can see things that humans can't, and that they have a heightened sensitivity to the paranormal. The couple, who were obviously shaken by the photo, said they had no idea who the little girl was. Their house was believed to be very old, so it's possible that the mysterious figure may have once been a resident. Whatever it is the couple have captured in this photo, I'm sure they'll pay closer attention to where their cat is looking from now on.
I got one thing to say about the whole thing with the cat. If the cat is hissing, that means because there's a predator. Danger. Cats don't just hiss out of random for no reason. Well, they do when they're annoyed. But when they're looking at a specific spot, they sense danger and they sense a predator. That's something that a lot of people don't pay attention to when it comes to animals like cats. Dogs, when they growl, that means that there's danger nearby and they sense the danger. Because things that want to do you harm give off a negative energy and they sense that easily. Especially wild animals. If you're dangerous to them, they will get extremely aggressive. Even fear, because that's what they feed on. Most animals that show fear. But yeah, cats, when they hiss, that means they sense danger and a predator nearby, and that's not good. And that's when you don't open the patio door, because that could look like a little girl, but it might not be a little girl, if you understand what I'm trying to say. But is the picture fake? I don't know. You could put a doll there with a dress and whatnot and take a picture. So it's not hard to figure out. These cops, yo. These cops, ambulances, it's just coming out of nowhere now. But yeah, that's that. What do you guys think about that? I'm interested in what you got to say. All right. So let's go to the next clip.
This creepy clip, uploaded to DocuMystery's YouTube channel in April 2014, shows footage supposedly captured during a routine maintenance inspection on the old Tower of Terror ride at the Disney California Adventure Park.
Is this the one that I think it is?
As the employee carries out his inspection on the ride, which is now the Guardians of the Galaxy mission Breakout, an eerie figure suddenly appears behind him. It's only visible for a split second before it vanishes once again.
That looks like a camera glitch.
While some viewers have pointed out that the figure could simply be the result of light that is emitted during the ride, it's certainly hard to deny that the figure does indeed look human. You can clearly make out its upper body, neck, face, and even its eyes.
It looks like an overlapped video clip.
As the footage continues, another ghostly apparition can be seen on the ride. This time it appears to be sitting in one of the seats to the left, and looks as though it has its arms in front and one leg folded over the other.
It looks like a overlap video.
It's long been rumoured that one of the Disney cast members hired to play the bellhop on the Tower of Terror ride suddenly died during a shift. Ever since then, the employee's ghost is reported to have been seen in and around the attraction. Could it be possible then that this video has actually captured proof that the ghostly bellhop is still haunting this popular Disney ride?
What the hell?
In October 2009, Samuel Harmsworth uploaded this unsettling footage to YouTube, which also appears to show a ghostly figure lurking by the Tower of Terror. Just as the elevator is about to drop, you can clearly see what appears to be a person sitting on the outside of the ride. The figure then briefly stands up before suddenly vanishing.
I've seen this one a number of times.
While
That's
some
creepy.
have labelled this video a hoax, many paranormal researchers believe that it further proves that there is indeed a ghost haunting the Tower of Terror ride.
I don't think it proves
If
anything.
you or someone you know has ever had a spooky encounter on this ride, we'd love to hear about it in the comments section below.
I've seen that video a number of times. The 11th times. But yeah, like this the Tower of Terror thing, it could be editing tricks. It could be, but I don't know for sure. If I experienced that, oh man, I wouldn't even know if I tell people, to be honest, because I wouldn't believe that anybody would believe me. And if I try to push it hard, I'll probably be in an insane asylum. That's what I believe. What do you guys think? What do you think about that clip? Let me know. Let's go.
When
Next
this
video.
unnamed parent checked her baby monitor to make sure her son was sleeping, she got a horrible fright. She quickly grabbed her phone and captured this image.
Whoa.
Next to her sleeping son is the disembodied face of another child staring straight into the baby monitor.
Oh my
When this
god.
photo first surfaced, skeptics were quick to discredit it by saying that the face could simply belong to a brother or sister who had crept into the crib through the night. However, the woman was quick to mention that the sleeping boy was an only child, and that there was no other children at the house at the time. Other viewers also pointed out that even if the face did belong to another child, how did they manage to climb into the sleeping boy's crib? And more importantly, where is the child's body?
Oh, that gave me chills. Oh my god, that is so creepy. I can't even imagine if I was a parent and I'm like checking my kid and I just see the head of another child there looking into the oh my god, a heart attack. I will catch a heart attack. I will fly into that bedroom and grab my kid and oh freaking hell, I'll burn that crib. I will burn it. Oh my god. It could be pareidolia. Like the blankets are bunched up in a way where it looks like a face. Which can happen because that camera was potato 99 and a half. But yeah. Ooh, I would have freaked the hell out. What do you guys would have done if you saw that? Ugh.
In 2013,
Oh.
Hannah Bartler snapped this terrifying photo while
Who
on a
dat?
ghost walk in the foreshore woodlands of Yorkshire, UK. Her tour guide pointed out a tree where several
didn't know it was
people
a
had
black-eyed
claimed to have seen the
child.
ghost of a young orphan girl, looking out to sea, waiting for her father to return. At first, Butler didn't see anything by the tree, but took several photos anyway. As she continued her walk, she began flicking through the images, and that's when she realised that she had captured something terrifying. There, standing by the tree, was a young girl in a white dress with jet black eyes.
How can you tell
I
it's jet
started
black
freaking
eyes?
out, Butler said. I was so shocked I started crying and had to leave. Even her partner, Chris Billings, who was normally skeptical when it comes to things like this, was at a loss to explain the picture. Since taking the photo, Butler has been plagued by reoccurring dreams of the girl with the black eyes. She says she's now scared to enter dark rooms, afraid that the little girl will be waiting for her in the corner.
What's she gonna do? Look at you? See, that could be an actual girl. People have the tendency of freaking out to the point where they give themselves nightmares. So I wouldn't believe that it's actually a ghost or whatever. But the thing is that that can be an actual girl who's lost in the woods and probably hasn't seen a person in a minute and scared if she's gonna do something to her. It could be, you know. The fact that they said she got jet black eyes, you can't tell from that picture. That picture is so bad quality. It's like, how you can tell that? But what do you guys think about it? You know, I'll be interested into knowing what you guys think. Alright, next video clip.
When this photo first appeared online, it immediately attracted significant attention.
Okay.
The woman and her daughter are posing for a picture in front of the famous ship the Star of India, docked at the Maritime Museum in San Diego Harbor.
Okay.
The photo, which was taken by the woman's father, looks to have captured a young girl dressed in white on the outer side of the guard railing.
Not dressed in white.
The woman claims that her father waited for all passerbys to move before taking the photo, and that no members of her family could remember seeing the girl at the time. Making the photo even more unsettling is the fact that on the other side of the guardrail there's a 6-foot drop straight into the harbour below. Who is this mysterious girl and how is she managing to stay afloat above the water? Could it be the ghost of a child that tragically died at sea? Love to hear what you think is going on in this photo.
Could be possible, could not be possible. We don't know. In my honest opinion, that looks like it's been placed there. Because the coloring of that spot right there looks off compared to the rest of the picture. So it looks like it's been put in the picture.
In March 2015, Bruce Edwards uploaded this video to his YouTube channel. He claims that the footage was captured on a cell phone from an actual news broadcast of an accident seen on TV.
Okay.
A mysterious figure slowly emerges from the bushes that has a gaunt, pale complexion and sunken, jet black eyes.
The hell?
When the footage first surfaced, opinions on the figure's identity were divided. Some thought it was a ghost or even possibly the Grim Reaper coming for the souls of those in the accident. However, others suggested that the creature might actually be an adult version of a black-eyed child. What do you think this mysterious creature could be?
Okay, I'm gonna straight up say it. It could be one of those cult people who were nearby and heard the accident and want to be nosy. People keep thinking that you go, oh, black eye. You know you could get black contacts. Put it in. To look creepy as hell. Oh, I'm a demon. Oh! Yeah, you can't automatically assume it is. Unless that thing appears right in front of you in a mist and then got corporeal and then looked dead into your face and opened its eyes and is jet black and it's a demon, then you can fucking believe that. But besides that, nah, it looks like a regular guy who's playing like he was a cult leader or something with the hood and whatnot, and had the black eye lens and put the black makeup around it so it could look that creepy.
Love to hear your opinions in the comments section below.
That's what it looks like.
This photo was captured by a woman in Dartmoor, England in 2002. At first glance, there doesn't appear to be anything strange about it. That is until you hear the chilling backstory. The woman was sitting in her car with her partner watching the ponies in a nearby field when she decided to take some photos.
Okay.
It was raining outside, so she leaned out the window of the car to get the picture. When the pair reviewed their photos later that evening, they were stunned to see a young girl with blonde hair patting the horse. The woman claimed that there was no one else in the area at the time the photo was taken, and they had definitely not seen a young girl in the field.
Okay.
If you take a closer look at the girl in the image, you can see that her arm is unusually thin and she has long wispy fingers draped down the side of the horse.
No.
The area where this picture was taken is infamous for strange ghost sightings. In the 1920s, a series of fatal accidents occurred along a nearby stretch of road. One survivor told authorities that as he was travelling along the road, he suddenly felt a pair of rough, hairy hands wrench at the steering wheel, causing him to swerve off the road. Another couple reported being attacked by a ghostly hand while camping in the area, that only disappeared after the woman used her fingers to make the sign of the cross. Over time, these and other bizarre sightings have become known as the ghostly hands of Dartmoor. Could it be possible that this budding photographer has actually captured proof that there is ghosts haunting the area?
That looks like how you call it? It's a style of art that looks like a painting. It's a style of painting. That's what it looks like. It doesn't look like a regular picture. Because that horse does not look like the other horses. That looks like an unkept horse. That horse looks weird. Look at its butt. It looks weird. It looks like a pony, if anything. The horse looks all discombobulated along with the girl. So that does not look like a regular picture. I'm sorry. And that's me like really paying attention to it. But what do you guys think about it? It looks like a cool picture, I'm not gonna lie. But, you know, it's not a ghostly picture. It looks like a painting.
This video, first uploaded to Fantastic Daily's YouTube channel, shows a man attempting to summon a black-eyed child,
Why?
using an isolated low-frequency signal that he believes the children use to communicate with. To test this theory, the YouTuber sets up a computer near an open window that repeats the sound over and over while a camera records the front porch overnight. When nothing unusual happens, the YouTuber decides to increase the volume of the recording and try again. At about 3:20 AM on the second night, something trips the porch's motion sensor light. However, the camera fails to see what it was. On nights 3 and 4, the camera captures nothing. However, on the 5th night, the porch light is tripped once again. This time, there's a young child with coal black eyes peering eerily through the window. The YouTuber is awoken by strange noises and heads outside to investigate. Using his phone, he scans the porch, but there's nothing there. He then decides to get in his car and drive down the road, but once again fails to locate the creature. Later, when the YouTuber reviews the footage, he's shocked to discover that the creepy figure was actually standing on his porch for over an hour. When this video first surfaced, it caused quite a stir within the paranormal community. Some claim it's proof that black-eyed children really do exist. Skeptics, on the other hand, were quick to point out that the footage could have easily have been staged. So what do you think? Is this video real or a well-made fake? Without further information, we may never know.
It's fake. Because a black-eyed child wouldn't be wearing black clothing. When you hear black-eyed children, they usually wear white shirts or white dress if it's a girl, a white shirt and pants if it's a boy. They're usually black-haired or blonde girls. Boys, usually black hair, short. They do not look like a woman. That look like a grown-ass teenager. And why would you try to summon it? I'm sorry, if I don't believe in it either, but I wouldn't try to tempt fate, just in case I'm wrong. You know? You gotta be smart about things like this. But, what do you guys think? You think it's real? I don't think it's real. And we may never know.
In February 2017, a council official in the Spanish town of Vegas del Ganil captured this unsettling image in the local town hall.
That looks like
The
a
photo
doll.
shows what appears to be a young girl standing in the middle of the hallway.
That looks like a doll.
The official, who was working through the night, claimed that he suddenly felt the air in his office become very cold. When he got up to go to the bathroom, he heard a strange sound coming from the end of the corridor. Fearing that there were thieves in the building, he decided to use his phone to take a photo. He briefly glanced at the image and saw that there was no one there. However, when he reviewed the photo sometime later, he noticed that he had captured what appeared to be a young girl staring back at him. The man showed the picture to several of his colleagues, who admitted to having similar experiences while working in the building. The staff urged the mayor of the town to hire a priest or ghost hunters to investigate, but the mayor remained skeptical of the claims, saying, "How can I justify hiring a medium when I have residents without electricity?"
Oh.
If you want to see some more scary ghost sightings caught on camera, then check out that link on the top there. Otherwise, there's a massive scary playlist there you can binge on for hours and hours. Leave us a comment down below or smash that thumbs up button. And that's it for me. I'll see you all next time.
Oh boy. Alright, so that last video, like I said, I would have been freaked the hell out. I would have like, but alright, I'm gonna leave it to outro Ravage. Let's go. Alright guys, that was Slapped Ham's scariest ghost children sightings caught on camera. Alright, so I hope you guys enjoyed that. There was creepy videos and pictures there, but there were some that, you know, fake. But you know what is entertaining? That's what matters, is entertaining. Some of them don't have too much information on, and some of them have a lot of information on, but nonetheless, I was entertained. I enjoyed the video. Thank you, Slapped Ham, for that, and I hope you guys enjoyed it too. So that way you can ravage that like button, ravage that subscribe button, and hit that notification bell for Ravage Reacts. And I hope you guys are ready for the next episode, which is not next, but the next episode is next week. Alright? Para que ustedes pueden ver que yo voy a hacer en el otro video. So, you know, I hope you guys enjoy. I hope you guys follow Slapped Ham. I hope you guys follow me. And I'll see you next time on Ravage Reacts. Oh, wait, one more thing. On Ravage Reacts. Why I said Ravage Reacts? Anyway, also, the original video is going to be in the description below. I do this for all the reaction videos, all the videos that I've reacted to. I have them in the description below. That's all of them. Alright? So, you can watch the original video without me commentating if you like. Alright? So, see you next time on Ravage Reacts. Peace out, everybody. Poo-hoo now.